Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Keggernaut, but just call me Keg, and welcome to another video. I'm going to be covering a new PTR build that has just gone up for patch 7.2.5, and we're going to be talking about Vengeance Demon Hunter tanks today. And there has been a ton of changes. There's been a lot of spell changes, a couple talent changes, and also a new legendary. So I want everybody to know before I get into this that this is all subject to change. As of May 10th, these are the changes that are on MMO Champion, and these are also the ones that are up on the PTR right now to test for yourselves. I'm also going to be referencing a Google document that has been written up by Monkey, the admin of the Demon Hunter Vengeance tanking Discord. So I do want to thank that, and the Google document is down below. I'm just going to use this as a reference for numbers calculations. So let's just get into it. So basically, we've got a couple new talents. Well, not new talents, but a reworked talents. So blade turning right now on PTR is going to be increasing all pain generation by 20% for 5 seconds after you parry an attack. So this is new because back in live right now, after you parry an attack, your shear will then generate more pain, the next time you press it. However, now all pain generation is increased by 20%. That means your immolation or your fell blade, your shear, anything that generates pain except from taking damage, because when you take damage, you generate pain. That is not increased by 20%, but everything else is. So it's pretty cool. It offers a little bit more of a passive playstyle. However, according to the Google document by Monkey, now this is probably going to be worse now than it is on live currently. So that's kind of, upsetting, but this is subject to change. We'll probably see something maybe in the ballpark of like maybe 35% increased pain generation, but we'll just see. That's just my guess. So Burning Alive has also gotten an increase. It's now going to be doing some more damage per tick. And overall, the Google document here says that it's going to be an increase of around 13.5%. So we're getting a little bit buff on that aspect. So that's pretty cool as well. We're also going to be getting a buff to Demonic Infusion. Demonic Infusion is a 2-minute cooldown on live on PTR servers right now. It's a 1.5-minute cooldown. So that means that it has 30 seconds reduced on the CD, which means now it can line up with your Metamorphosis procs if you use them in tandem. So pretty nice. Now, Feast of Souls is also going to be getting a buff as well. It's going to be doing more healing over time, so that's going to be more just general smoothness to your health bar. That is equating to around a 16.7% increase in healing from Feast of Souls. That doesn't sound too drastic because Feast of Souls already didn't do a lot of healing, but now it's just going to be doing a little bit more. Now, Fell Devastation has also got increase in its damage done. With the calculations, it looks to be around a 22% increase in damage. So that's pretty nice. Just a very big buff on that front. So now people and fans of Fell Devastation are going to be in for a treat. As well, Fracture has been increased to around a 20% increase in its damage. That's pretty nice as well. A lot of people like Fracture. It's definitely the one that most of the higher Demon Hunters use for both damage and mitigation. Now, Spirit Bomb has also been changed, and it's been reworked entirely. So before, Spirit Bomb would work where when you generate soul fragments, you're going to be throwing one Spirit Bomb, one soul fragment to your target. It's going to be doing splash damage, fire damage, and it's also going to put a debuff on them called Frailty, which would make you heal for 20% of all damage you dealt. That's how the old Spirit Bomb worked. The new Spirit Bomb will consume all soul fragments within 25 yards and then explode, afflicting nearby enemies with Frailty for 20 seconds and damaging them for blank amount of AP per soul fragment. It's going to be doing fire damage, and it's also going to be putting that Frailty debuff for the same thing, 20% of all damage done. So it's pretty cool. It's keeping in line with the theme of just, sucking in everything around you. So basically, Soul Cleave is going to bring all the souls to you and then do some physical damage from your weapons. Spirit Bomb is going to be bringing in all the souls and then give you a big shield. And then now Spirit Bomb is going to be bringing in all the souls and then exploding for fire damage. So that's pretty cool, I think. It looks a little bit like Dragon Ball Z, where, you bring all the power in and then you just make it explode in one big, awesome extravaganza. So that's pretty awesome as well. There's really no hard data here because it's just a brand new work, but it sounds to be pretty nice overall. So now we're going to be getting some just overall spell changes. So Immolation Aura has been increased in damage from the initial burst and from the AoE damage that it does afterwards, that radiating damage. It's going to be just around a 23% increase in DPS from Immolation Aura. Now, Infernal Strike is also getting a buff, around a 13% increase in its damage. Also, Shear is getting a buff as well, about a 13% increase in its damage. We're also going to be getting a buff to Sigil of Flame for the initial explosion and the dot afterwards, around a 17% increase in damage. We're also getting a buff to Throw Glaive, which is just a little bit of an increase. It's only going to be just around a 20%, so it seems like a lot, but Throw Glaive is not actually thrown for its DPS, it's thrown for its threat generation. So now just basically you can expect it to do more threat, which means in skittish weeks you'll be able to do a lot more, threat and just maintain everything on the battlefield with your tanking. Additionally, Soul Cleave has gotten a change. Now it's going to be doing some more damage and more healing, which is going to equate just around a 13% more damage buff and also a 16% healing buff. Now these numbers are rough estimates, so don't take them for granted. However, a big change is going to be that instead of costing between 30 to 60 pain, now it's going to be costing between 25 and 50 pain. So overall, a pretty good increase over there in the resource department. That's going to make it a little bit easier to just maintain your resource, although I am not that much of a fan of the odd numbers. 25 to 50 pain sound a little bit wonky instead of 30 to 60. However, I'm not going to complain. I mean, it's going to be just less resources overall to get that really big juicy damage and also healing from Soul Cleave. So I'm excited for that as well. But so yeah, we got a lot of cool things already. We got a lot of cool buffs, but we also have another legendary coming underway, and this is going to be a new legendary ring. So kind of cool. It's called Soul of the Slayer, and I'm not exactly sure if all of the classes are going to be getting a new legendary ring and it's going to work differently per spec, or if only a handful of classes are getting a new legendary. But the Demon Hunters are one to get one, and it's called Soul of the Slayer. So how you could expect these legendary rings to work is that you're going to be getting a very big stamina increase, as would any other ring. You're also going to be getting one gem slot, so you can go ahead and throw a 150 stat gem in there, whether it be crit, verse, haste, whatever. But you're also, the equip is going to give you a new talent. So the tooltip on the PTR right now is saying for Demon Hunters that we're going to be getting the Bursting Swords talent. However, that is incorrect. I believe that is an Unholy DK talent, so it's just wrong for the Demon Hunters right now. However, MMO Champion is showing it to be where the Soul of the Slayer legendary is going to be giving the First Blood talent for Havoc and going to be giving the Feast of Souls talent to Vengeance. So more or less you could actually expect this legendary to just kind of be ignored for the most part. Feast of Souls is an extremely lackluster heal, and even with the buff in this current build, it just doesn't seem to be worth picking in almost any situation. Burning Alive and Fallout are way too good, where it's just not going to warrant dropping any of our other legendaries to get a slight heal after we Soul Cleave. So yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's not the best thing, and I'll definitely expect to see maybe another tuning round or possibly even a different talent switch in the future. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know down in the comments what you think about all these changes. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Also, please leave a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Keggernaut. I stream about 3 to 4 days a week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.